Dear me, you can always tell when dark energy pops in and out, because you end up problems with your phone. Yet again, I started doing a reading and my memory said it was full, yet it's a brand new phone and there are no photos on my phone memory, barely, yet it says my phone memory's full. So either I'm being hacked or someone's purposely trying to sabotage still with dark magic, preventing me from what I'm about to say. So first of all, apology accepted for somebody even following me on there. Why I'm not using Facebook at the moment, and it's okay, I'm protecting us all anyway. Secondly, yes, dark magic is being used on us still, and I'm tracking it down and managing it. Don't worry, I've got us all. So I started doing the readings. So in terms of what we've got to do here on in, so lunar light shifts, moon positions affecting your emotional energy right now. So go easy on yourself. Take time where you need to for yourself. Be gentler on your emotions at this time. Take on board your coping mechanisms at this time. So while we're still healing, you know, an entire planet from the pandemic, be easy on yourself, you know, as energy shifts are happening quite a bit. Energetically, we're feeling it quite a lot here. So I'm just trying to balance that out for many right now. On top of that, I have overworked, which I'm prone to my immune system dropping. So, you know, I'm working on where I can, not being very well today. So I will keep sending out the Reiki energy and keep doing what I can right now while we work on healing many. So the next card came through was honour thyself, love thyself, to thine own self be true. Go within and trust your instincts, and the spirit realm will guide you. When we honour ourselves in terms of what we do as careers, for let's say, we are staying true to ourselves. You know, when I do my mediumship, I'm staying true to the divine feminine within, who knows she has an important job to do in this lifetime. Twinnie's meant to be with me. We did say we were taking the long way round, didn't we? So while we work on these things, we have to keep working on ourselves too. So equally grateful for the break too right now. A benefit to the temporary separation, even though we're all in union with our twin flames at all times. You know, I can work on myself and my career at this side too. So that extra part of time was needed. Time traveling is fun. I am going to teach you all mediumistically. Obviously, it's been written into the novel, so I'm looking forward to that bit. So the next card, Stars Align. I'm going to let you see that. So, destiny's calling in your life. Hold the wisdom you have within to achieve success. This is a destiny's calling card to remind you you are on the right path, so stick to it. We are all on the right paths in terms of our journeys together, whether we're, you know, working for people or planets or holistic healing or as a mediumship community or within our twin flames. We are on the right path. So we have to stick at it, no matter how difficult things get. And my goodness, a holiday is so needed. But everything is working as it should. We are starting to see results filter through from the astral realm to the 3D realm, and that's the fun part of all of this, and achieving the impossible and healing everyone together, because we've all lost an incredible amount of people during the pandemic. So, and the haters can still hate. I'm still going to be here. So they didn't manage to separate us. That's the fun thing. I find it amusing. They didn't separate us. So, the next card, aligning with yourself and service, learning to elevate your energy and bringing yourself up higher to align with your highest frequency. Do what feels right for you at this time and try to avoid lower vibrational energy of others. If it doesn't belong to you, cleanse it out. The energy of the universe. Remember, we work in angelic Reiki with the energy of the universe. As I send out energy Reiki chi balls to many, I send out the energy of the universe, the pinks, the blues, the purples. You know, it's all connected to universal energy of healing. So we're more aligned than you think in terms of collective, in terms of people and planets, in terms of twin flame connections. We are more aligned. We're creating a balance. I know Twinny and I are creating quite a good balance, learning to love ourselves more, learning to put ourselves more first actually creates a better balance in terms of self-love. So all things are aligning right now. Stop tickling my head, whoever did that. You missed the recording of where the selenite moved before. It went like, just as I just started the reading, it went like this right across there. I'm just trying to prove to myself right now it did do it. But normally it's quite stationary. It doesn't move and roll. But as I was recording the first time, it rolled down like that, as if to say, to tell you all at this time, use selenite. It's just reminded me, because that's what I recorded in the first recording of this. So yes, use selenite to cleanse out your energies after each day right now. Also, when doing readings, one for readers, because we are getting a lot of energetic attacks. Like we said, you know, it's not the tarot cards that contain the dark energy, it's the readers of truth that attract dark energy to stop us reading what we need to read in truth for people and planets. So what they tend to do is send in dark energy to attack us. That's why we always put our energy shields up before we touch a tarot card. The dark energy is not in the tarot cards. These are angelic energy. You couldn't get any lighter energy than these. They were created with my experience and then turning it into healing for everybody in mind. Plus my work with my spirit guides and mediumship and people and planet, and, you know, work with my twin flame and experience with my twin flame has helped me to create these too. So you cannot get a higher vibrational level than unconditional love of soul and spirit and people and person, and love of people and planet too. And tarot cards are quite safe to use as long as you know how to protect yourself. You know, there's no danger itself in the cards. The danger is the reader. If you're a light energy reader, you're going to attract light energy souls, light energy in spirit realm, but you're also going to be prone to psychic attack by dark magic casters, which is why I'm trying to help shield many right now, right around the planet, in terms of these dark magic casters and stopping them, because my life was put at risk from them trying to gnaw at the twin flame connection between Twinny and I, and it's what created a lot of sabotage at the time. He knows what I mean. And yeah, but I'm talking about in general now, from our experiences as a twin flame partnership, we can hand that experience to other twin flames out there that need that help and support. Maybe they're going through the same too, which is why what led me to create these cards in the first place. So we just keep healing as many as we can. That one wants to come out. So the Song of the Soul, answering to your calling, a twin flame is nearby. Listen to the song on the breeze. You see, this is a twin flame reading for twin flame in mind. So, and then heading outwards from that, all twin flame collective then helps to elevate people and planets. So, and we get the wonderful job of healing everybody. So we are on our soul's mission. We're answering to the calling of our souls, you know, just in different places around the world right now. And we just listen to the songs that come through to us. And building, love. It's the way forward. Just keep slowly building. And we get there. Family are close by in the spirit realm. Take note of the signs you see around you. Smells, sights, sounds, words, phrases and images. So will you stop tickling my head? My spirit guides have got a sense of humour tonight. Keep tickling the top of my head. I had that a lot actually when I was in Newsham Park too. Just tickling, just every now and again. So again, like last night's reading, you know, you've got to take notice of our spirit guides at this time. We're all being given important messages. We're all being given important upgrades to our own systems, our own energy systems. When we've accomplished all that healing, we elevate even higher. You know, I'm at the point where I've just finished energetically healing the last pieces of trauma in my life and knowing what I've got to do now from the soul level. So by doing that, I'm also elevating my twin flame to do the same on his side. When he does something his side, he motivates me to do something my side. That's how it works. We push each other to keep going. But listen to your own spirit guides right now. Trust your own instincts. No more options. To thine own self be true. The call of the soul is a strong one. Listen to your soul daily and what drives your own soul in loving truth. Be true to yourself when something doesn't align to your soul. Soul search, the answer will come. So it is that thing of going inwards to come outwards. Going within to listen, to meditate, heal and listen to your soul, as I said, Twinny. And then heal it outwards. It's the only way we create healing, you know, within ourselves, within a twin flame partnership, within then a collective of people. And that's the design of the twin flame relationships, to help each other and push each other heal. And it's annoyingly intense. My God, is it annoyingly intense? But there are times when it's annoyingly loving, you know. But there are also times where we know we have a duty to perform. So in duty of service, what I do this side is take, like I said, I take a combination of care work and I put it into a holistic healing, sorry. Tongue twisters tonight for me. I've definitely got one of my spirit guides in mischievous mode today. So if you start laughing for some reason, you'll know why. Not me. Send it to them. Not me. Let them laugh. Cleanse, clear and release. Cleansing out old energies, emotions for healing at this time. Releasing old patterns and ways of thinking to the universe and release it. Cleanse down your energy. Like I said, it's important, so important we cleanse out old childhood wounds. That is one of the biggest parts to healing in everybody, the conditioning and childhood wounds. You know, you have to cleanse them out, which is fun in my own children right now, who are hard work. And that's also why I've slowed everything down, because of the state of their mental health and processing with autism and not coping too well with losing far too many family members in one go to spirit. You know, even though they know they're there still. So I'm still having to cleanse, clear and release old wounds from their past, helping them with it. And, you know, nothing in terms of what I did, but what in terms the system did to them in the maternity scandal, what the system did to their mother. You know, I was abused quite bad by the system of corruption. Nothing, no one else, just corruption. So weeding out the corruption becomes an important part of a justice of many. And that is why I become Excalibur. Because it happened to a lot of children out there and it shouldn't have. It really shouldn't have. So cleanse, clear and releasing old patterns and old paths of our life, but then I do one better and flip it on its head and go, right, I've healing it. But what I'm also going to do is flip it on its head, and we've got some solutions for ways to make sure this never happens again to another single soul. So, and that's where I become Excalibur. So we are cleansing out a lot of old energy for many right now, in the work we're doing combined. So I may shred people online sometimes, but in consideration of the fact that the twin flame relationship got sabotaged, it's no wonder. In consideration that, you know, Jim passed away after, you know, we all tried to help him, and it shouldn't have happened, because I did reach out for support for him. I did ask for help. So cleansing all of that out, I needed to put myself into isolation for that one, so I didn't affect people around me, but they knew I was still there when they needed me. So, and I will always be. So there you go. Listen to your spirit guides. Our spirit guides are there as part of our guidance system through life. You're being asked to tune into your own spirit guides at this moment in time, as they may be trying to show you something of importance. Tune in. So the joys of being a medium is we have come with spirit guides, and mine have been incredible guides, and they work just as hard as I do. And without them, they, you know, I don't think I'd be the person I am today, because even on days when I felt like giving up, they were like, no, carry on, keep going, come on, get up, come on. You know, especially when my mental health had a bit of a system crash too, at the fact of Jim, and knowing the realities of what the coroners had said, what the juries and court had said, and, you know, and then realising it wasn't the way, you know, what was being portrayed at the time. So it hit me even harder then. And then I was sent back in to help a lot of people, and that's why it's a daily process for me at the moment with my own mental health, in terms of keeping going, because I'm helping everybody else to keep going at the moment, but I'm exhausted from it, which is why I'm going into it in a different way, holistically, combining both jobs in one. So that's also a reason I am who I am now, and why it took me a lifetime to get here. So we get there. We all get there. We all, you know, in terms of helping each other through mental health difficulties, we get there. And we don't give up on each other. And, you know, when we see that someone's being toxic, you know we have a duty of care within ourselves to protect ourselves. And, you know, I've also been through some of that in the last few years. And I've also healed from that within the last few years. So it's a slow process, but you heal it out to then come forward and then help many more. That's what we do. So keep going, team. Keep going, spirit realm. Keep going, family. Keep going, twinny. He knows I'll forgive him eventually. It's taken how many years to sneak back in and see if I've forgiven him yet. Of course he knows I've forgiven him. Still chose me as an option though. The spring of new life. A new life begins when we take a leap into the unknown of the new. A new beginning in your life. Let love guide you on your path to new beginnings. The resounding yes from the universe. All will be well. So no need to worry. Things will be, you see. So, it is spring. You know, March 21st, like I said, March 21st is the first day of spring. And that's why I'm on the cusp of winter and spring. And winter solstice and spring solstice, But this year Mother's Day is on my birthday, and I have to say thank you. That's just a personal side note. Somebody knows what I mean for that, and that was very sweet. For the first time Mother's Day in England is on my birthday. And I've not always had great birthdays. Yes, you owe me a birthday. My 30th in particular. But, you know, everything will be okay. We're in new beginnings of life. We're taking on new tasks, enjoying our careers. You know, I love the way my career's going. You know, taking one route in care to then holistic to then helping everybody else. I'm quite enjoying that. And I know dark energy is trying to prevent me from talking right now because I've got pressure on the back of my head and it feels like a headache. So spirit guides will take that off. You see, as I'm talking to you online, I'm under psychic attack. So you get to see how it works and how it affects you. Because, you know, obviously somebody out there doesn't wants you to know the truth. So they're trying to prevent it by putting a headache on me. So it won't work. I will keep giving everybody readings for as long as I need to. Nature of the empath. You're being called in to hone in, and a reminder to your divine empath that guides and nurtures along my words tonight. That guides and nurtures others along the journey. Utilize your natural compassion for others on your journey, finding ways to give to others. Don't forget to nurture yourself too. So like we said, you know, for healers, light workers, star seeds, you know, twin flame, couples and collective out there, don't forget to take time to nurture yourselves, because right now it is super important for everybody. And, you know, the more we help each other heal, the more we help others heal, the more we get to look forward to the exciting things. So keep going along the spiritual journey. It's something that's not for the faint-hearted, but when you take the journey of truth, you learn within yourself what needs healing. You learn within yourself how to help other people elevate, other people to heal, how to help other people generate love and compassion for others. There are so many great ways of working together, all of us, as a collective of people are right around the planet, and that's why I continue to do what I do. I love it. I wouldn't change me for the world, truly. And I'm looking forward to the next parts, and, you know, just keep going. See where it takes everybody. It's a good energy to have, what I'm feeling right now. So, no drop. Okay, spirit guides say no drop of love is ever wasted in terms of how many people we help heal. So, the next card, 28, which takes us to the 10 and the end of karmic cycles from people around us. But if you look at it and you break it down and remove that 0, it goes back down to a 1. So life is a continual cycle of learning, of growth and change, except we're meant to spiral upwards. You know, upwards and upwards, healing, channeling it out, cycling it out, cleaning out energies, helping everybody heal. And then we go from a 10 to a 1, which means that, you know, from the old creates the new. So we take out old type, you know, you heal out your old childhood wounds within yourselves, you know, as I had to, as I'm trying to teach my own children right now, from, you know, their diagnosis is being ignored for so long. It's obviously had an impact on their mental health. So helping them to process it and heal it and help them, guide them on the way, but they're stuck, you know, and it's a hard challenge some days working with autism, you know, when you've got a repeated cycle. And yes, they may be my karmic children, you know, but they're also my autistic children, and I'm also their mother who's never left them in their lives, never abandoned them, never, you know, they've never been without their mother. And that also gave me an incentive to heal from my cancer even more, because I sat and thought, well, if I'm not here, who's going to take care of their emotional needs in the ways that I always have? And the answer was not many. So I had to push myself and motivate myself to heal. And, you know, in terms of from my cancer, in terms of their emotional healing, that they went through things growing up, you know, being ignored by the system, but bullied badly. They've got to heal from and process and, you know, cleanse, clear, release it out in their own time. But now they're growing up, and now they're grown-ups, mix that in with autism that's struggling with grief. And, you know, we've got a few challenges and difficulties ahead. And, you know, as their mum, I usually do take on that challenge. But even I'm feeling for the first time ever that I shouldn't have to all the time. They have to learn and grow independently as children. You know, sometimes I can catch their fall, but I have to sort of encourage them to heal within themselves. And if they're not doing it, that's up to them. You know, I can't even force my children to heal, and, you know, when they need to heal, and I couldn't do that. I'm not that kind of mom. And but what I do is encourage it as much as I can for them to heal, essentially. Heal from what things they got ignored from growing up. As most of us, most of our childhood wounds are either from the system, you know, not ignoring us, being bullied at school, you know, or growing up and things kept from us, or, you know, I've healed a hell of a lot from my childhood wounds, and that's a hard challenge, especially for domestic violence victims like myself, who went through a lot growing up and had a lot to heal in my early 20s. By the time I got to my mid-20s, I'd healed from most of it. So, but what's held me back is the fact that I've been helping many others try to get to that same level. And then and with autism, we take 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And that is a daily thing we do with autism. So looking after autism a lifetime, it's exhausting, but I still have that element of Reiki healing that I can bring in, as was discussed in the recent document I just sent, Better Ways Forward for Autistic Coping Mechanisms. So when we go through difficulties, you know, in terms of everybody healing, we go through our coping mechanisms. Even I have coping mechanisms. Mine is writing. My mum gave me that idea, which brings us to the next card of creation. Our creativities are actually our coping mechanisms in terms of healing, in terms of putting it down on paper how we feel. I know I'm learning to say it rather than write it down sometimes. I've always struggled with saying how I feel. For some reason, I've always written it down on paper. But especially when I'm very fond of someone, or, you know, or I love someone, it's very hard to say it, you know, especially when you've got a deep connection. So I write it down, and I know that the universe sends that energy across to that person, and they pick up on it their side. That's a twin flame connection. That's the fun thing. So our creativities are actually helping us heal. And 39, the number at the top, brings us to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So we're still on the right spiritual path. Between us, we sit and meditate, and this is for everybody as well, you know, not just... I'm bringing a generalized reading in. Some of this will be for my twin flames, some of this will be for healers, some of it will be for starseeds, some of it will be for those that I'm working with in terms of people and planet. They'll know and understand what I'm saying. You know, it's having so many people muse and find me inspiring makes me a bit nervous. I was getting a bit jittery then. It does make me nervous, but at the same time, it makes my job a bit harder when everybody wants a reading or something. So I'm doing what I can, So I'm adding in what I can and where I can. So energy focus, the next card. We all have our third eyes to help us energy focus, to help us see spirit, to help us communicate, you know, as a collective of people. We're all capable of telepathy. Twin flames are different. They just vibrate on a higher level too, that nobody can hear what they say between themselves. But, you know, we can all telepathically communicate with each other as a soul group. And that's what I love about this, teaching everybody that, you know, you can communicate telepathically, but Twinny and I will vibrate at an even higher level of communication. If my guides are showing me something about my twin flame, or he is, then, you know, we are always in union. Even when we're apart, we're always in union. So remember that within your own twin flame guides as well. And using your third eye helps you focus. You know, holistic practices, I find, help you focus. All good. So the number at the top is 5. Okay, we've taken a few steps back in terms of healing. But it means that we can create better moving steps forward. And the next card is resistance. So it's about not being resistant. We do have a little resistance, and that's okay. Resistance sharpens the focus, as I find. So, which is hilarious because I'm losing my eyesight. And I do have a great granny who was registered blind. So I am losing my eyesight bit by bit, but I read what I can. That's why we have a third eye. When our 5 senses are on the decline as age gets older, as a medium, your third eye sharpens the focus. So resistance just means that we've got a bit of a push and pull going on, and it's just as the energies close from one to another. And that's within yourselves now as you heal. You know, we have an edge of resistance in healing from childhood wounds. You know, bit of resistance is healthy because it then motivates us to keep going. But too much resistance creates separation. So we've just got to bend with it, go with the flow, go with the changes, go with the changes of healing for many, and go with the flow in terms of working together. Everybody know this is in terms of working together for creating better. A little resistance, a little hatred never, you know, means you're doing something right. That's what I found. So let people criticize, let people judge, but they can't judge a situation they don't know about from the levels we do. So just do remember, a little resistance is healthy, not too much. And the next card, darkness, long night moon. We're actually going through a bit of a dark night solar as a collective of people right now. And we are all seeing our way through the darkness. We are all the light bearers. We are all the torch bearers in the darkness. We heal what is broken. You know, I've always been able to heal what is broken. So that is a natural superpower of mine, which is where the ebbs and flows work. And we help others see the light in the darkness. And as we have an eclipse of the moon, and look at that lovely blue energy around it, spiritual energy. We have a spirituality around us in our auras. You know, if you ever seen a blue orb, that's a spirit that's highly spiritual. You know, each orb colour of spirit has different meaning. Red and black, by the way, are evil. And if you come across red and black orbs, either exercise them straight out or energy shield you. Well, firstly, energy shield yourself from them. Secondly, shift them out if you can. If not, ask someone to help. But I saw one shoot through the house earlier. It went from the neighbours, because we've got a mark point in time on the grounds underneath. It's to do with the Roman times, and there are objects underneath my building that it seems to have created a mark point in time, and we have dark energy flowing around in this area, and I've spent 25 years trying to channel that energy out and heal it, and the only place it goes is that corner, that one corner, and the doorway, which I had to close down an energy vortex here because dark energy had opened up, and I shut it down. The wardrobe also contained an energy vortex, so I had to shut down. So it's helping others seeing through the darkness right now in terms of depression, healing, you know, even things like that, just helping each other through depression times, times of mental health. Sorry, my energy's getting a bit low. Someone's trying to drag me down, see again now as we're talking. Let me just put my energy shields up a minute. So, here you go, you're getting lessons in 101, how to heal as we're and I'm giving you perfect examples of how psychic attacks drain you down. And how you deal with them when they happen. So, it's about all being light in the darkness for many. The mediums, the practitioners, you know, we're all the light bearers, and connect us all together, and we make one big planet of light bearers collectively, 144,000. So collectively we are the light bearers, and we bring about healing and change and guidance and unconditional love for many. So keep doing what you're doing. Now, I'm going to bring in a message from the universe through my message of the universe cards for everybody for the day. Let's have out the energy of these because they're quite jittery. There you go. That's the only time you should tap them on the table, is tapping out dark energy from cards. Not when someone's angry. So, message from the universe today. It takes a while sometimes for the energy to filter through. I've just recently re-cleansed and, you know, updated the energy of my cards as my energy updates. Don't forget to add your Reiki energy into your cards. You know, as you elevate your energy, the energy of the cards should elevate with you. So I cleanse them out with sage. You know, I think I've learnt that from other readers too, because even I forget that sometimes. I cleanse them out. And then I started putting Angelic Reiki into my own cards, putting my own energetic vibrations into the cards, so that spirit can then locate, you know, good spirit energy. Our spirit guides who want to pass on the messages to you can send out that message for the day. So, there. Right, so, for the collective, don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong unless it's being chased by wild beasts. And when love speaks, it's always right and usually bouncy. Game on, the universe. So it's about overcoming fear. Overcoming fear from old childhood wounds that right now a few people out there I'm getting maybe stuck on. So don't be afraid to feel the depth of the pain that that childhood wound brought to you. It's when you know that going through your own childhoods, you know that things happened in your own childhoods that weren't your fault, you know, and you can forgive that. That's the first part to healing the soul, is knowing that these things happening were never your fault. And each generation is conditioned to believe a little something different each time. Why I gave my children and everybody else's children an open-minded upbringing. I always, you know, encouraged them in spirituality and, you know, in mediumship. But I also gave them an open-minded opinion of their life in general, and to look at life from different angles and see which is the best for them. So essentially to trust in their own instincts. So bring forward the truth of healing in others. You know, when fear speaks, you don't want to heal, you'll resist it, hence the resistance card. But when love speaks and unconditional love speaks, it is right, because you know in your soul what feels right for you. So trust it. Next card. Dwell on what you love. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions you'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you, the universe. See? We're all loved as we are. Thank you. I love you too, just as you are. And you're a pain in the bum sometimes. So, you know, we are all created. We all create ourselves before we're born. You know, we all choose the things we need to learn. Each lifetime we do that naturally anyway. And, you know, we grow as we grow and learn. We change within ourselves as we grow and learn, as even now at this age, you know, and it doesn't matter what direction you go in, you're still going to be the best version of you at that time. And that is something to be, that's something to be admired and adored. Very funny. I told you there's a sense of humour tonight. I'm going to be teased about this for months. Thank you. I swear to God. Time for a love fest. So, actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximise chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. Groovy you. What do I always say? Groove is in the heart. It's one of my favourites, actually, from the 80s and 90s. My favourite eras too, musically. Not in terms of me now, in terms of actual music songs of the 80s and 90s. And groove is in the heart. You could ask more. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. If I could make just 2 wishes, I would wish somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I also wish that you could imagine somehow you could somehow know of your unimaginable importance, just as you are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for even more wishes. You are such a good idea, universe. See? Good idea. Don't think anything else more needs to be said on that one. But yeah, as I said, we are loved just as we are. Favorite quote. So, I'm going to go with, let's see, I think we'll go with some starseed cards on this. So we've got some starseed reader cards as well. Trying to get as many in as I can, different types of readings now. And that way people won't, you know, take what resonates for them. Fairy dust and inner guidance system. Ha ha ha. So, order of the milk, I can't even say that. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. There we go. So, we have all uncovered our universal, spiritual and holistic mission now. And we're not to give up, which is what all the cards have been saying all along. The doorway and gateway is open to change and new beginnings as starseed workers. If you look at the colours of the universe in this card, actually, we've got universal divine order, we have got universal backing, we have the energy of the universe within us and around us, and we can create a lot of changes holistically for the better for everybody. So do not give up on your mission, starseeds. We are doing exactly what we're meant to be doing. We are the light, and we have the light around us. We have the energy of the universe, the energy of healing, of divine order, of divine truth, of divine presence, of divine being. And that is why our work together will heal many. The Holy Grail, yet again. So, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. We are the changes we wish to seek. And we've always got the Holy Grail, and we protect it. And we protect the energy of the gifts we've been given. And we protect the energy of the people. And we help everybody heal together collectively as starseeds. We have the golden abundance of acceptance. This starseed now reading. We've got the journey together. Akashic Stargate. We have the Akashic records of the planet here. That is our destined work for us all. If you look at the colours of the universe again, see, we've got all doorways, all open, fully open. We've got our angelic Reiki. We've got our protection from the universe. We've got our protectors of the ancients and ancestors. We've got protection of the elements, which is a spiritual element, blue, electric blue, if you notice that there. And we have the doorway of truth, which is what I'm getting from this one. So, all on this beautiful earth behind us. So, we keep the Akashic records of people and planet, and we help them elevate. That's another job of starseeds. The mission of starseeds to help heal many. So we keep going. We're aligned with our purpose, our duties. We may be at a crossroads in terms of, as a collective, of how best to heal everything after the pandemic, but we are all aligned to aiding many heal after the pandemic. I I think soul collectively, we are all standing at a crossroads of which direction to take, but there is no wrong path, which is what this card is giving. It is still a part of our destiny, no matter what. So there are no wrong paths. We are on a never-ending journey and process of helping everybody align with their purposes in life. We've aligned with ours. We know what we're doing. And now it's about helping and guiding others to help and align with theirs. Gaia Gateway activation. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. So, as we are star seeds, like we said, the more people and planet we help heal, we are aligned with the energy of Mother Earth as well, of Gaia herself. And together, collectively, we create learning experiences. Within our healing, we have our wisdom to give to others. We have the Earth's intelligence to help her heal. You know, we have the inner guidance systems, and we are in tune with the inner guidance systems of Mother Nature herself. You know, that's why I find it quite sweet that Mother's Day is on my birthday this year, and thank you. I still am quite touched by that one. So, and it's quite sweet. So, we are all learning to help others heal and the planet heal. We have the gateway between us all of healing the planet. And if you actually look at the picture, she's looking a lot more healed here. She's got the starseed colours of Reiki, angelic Reiki protection. She's got, you know, a few mists going through. There's much greenery. And the colour of the sea is a bluer. So we do have the energetic vibrations to heal the planet. And it's been within us all along, within our DNA. And by healing, you remember your sacred mission to help as many as we can. So it is important to heal everybody right now. And it's pink clouds. Sorry, I couldn't see what colour the clouds were. There is a split. If you notice, actually, I'm going to show you that. And that does actually look like an energetic split anyway. Where are we? We're here. If you look there and you think of the Turkey earthquakes and the split it's created, we already have a split shift in the planet, and you'll find that the tectonic plates are moving and shifting anyway. We know that parts of Africa have started to come away and shift and move. Continents are starting to move again. Quite accelerated though, and naturally accelerating. So that might need looking into why things are, the tectonic plates are moving, creating continent shifts. It does happen so many naturally, but this has been accelerated by something. That is what's just coming through. So to those out there that can do that, can you please do that? Because that's above what I'm doing. Things will change. Yeah, I'm just looking at the south here as well. There is actually a volcano in the background. We have the Akashic records of the planet, and the planet's in a stage of evolution. But we have to heal, keep healing people through it. And it's unfortunate that everybody's been affected by this so much in terms of lives lost, but there is a natural shift in continents, and perhaps countries need to look at a better way of not building on tectonic plates. Might be preferable. The Marian seed codes: embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So we are all working within the guidelines of our genetic paths and DNA. And we are all working within our lines of sacred remembrance at this time. Starseed Collective now I'm talking about. So we are embracing the fact that we can energetically feel the energy shifts in the planet. We are embracing that uniqueness of that. You know, I thought it was quite rare that I could do it, and, you know, and then finding others that can do the same as well and feel the energy vibrations shift on the planet in terms of Gaia's energetic system herself, because remember, she is also a living, breathing being. We are living in the grace of knowing that we are connected with one another. We are connected with our planet. We are connected with the stars. That's why we have the universe in the background. And it's our deepest spiritual colour of all, which is purple. And it is a deep, deep spiritual colour. It stands for crown and chakra, crown and third eye, sorry. We've got the different shades of purple in there. But it's also a colour of the universe. And if you've out-of-bodied into the astral realm like I have and looked at the colours of the universe, you will see all these beautiful colours, like this colour here. You know, when I've out-of-bodied and I've gone out of the earth energetically, when I've out-of-bodied and looked at the colours of the universe or tapped into the energy of the colour of the universe, it is all these colours. That's why I put it into the solar plexus, to return the universe to you in your solar plexus, within your own connections, within our own twin flame connection. And when I send across the Reiki energy, I put the colours of the universe in the centre point of the chi balls that I send out. I send across the Reiki colours and angelic Reiki colours in their bands, like you would around your aura. And then I'll add the colours of the universe in the centre of that chi ball to bring back the wisdom of truth in your own soul, which comes from the universe, which comes from source. So we are working within the parameters of what we're designed to do, but we are now designed to help others shift and align with these changes and heal as many as possible. But hopefully people can understand this. I'm going from a very deep level, starseed level, with what levels I'm working with at the moment, is returning the, you know, putting out the energy of the universe within these energy chi balls, especially because it helps people see the truth in their own lives. I'll say it, lives. Why am I saying lies? Who's lying? Someone out there is lying. I wouldn't say it if it didn't come out, the truth in the lies. So someone out, you know, I'm trying to, as I work with my mediums and guides, I energetically feel the truth behind the lies. So I'm just trying to figure this out, why that came out the way it did there. The truth of our lives, you know, as we are reached a point in time where we are energetically comfortable with the truth in our lives, we now help others see the truth in their own lives. And this is what this angelic energy from the universe I place in the centre of the energy chi balls. I bring them down, I fill them all, like I said. When I send out multiple amounts of Reiki chi balls in one go, I fill a room with the crystalline energy, the balls themselves, then I fill them each with the angelic Reiki, and this is just for generally sending out a mass amount of energy chi balls in one go. I then add the energy of the universe into the center, what crystal energy needs to be added, if a person needs a bit of self-love, or if the collective needs a bit of self-love, I send that self-love out into the universe, from the universe as well, and from the crystals and energy. So, you know, we're all comfortable at that point in our lives as starseeds of what we're doing, what we know we have to do for people and planet, and we're embracing that sensitivity. Going back to this card now, someone out there is lying to you. Be careful. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So we're embracing the uniqueness of what we can do, what our superpowers are as starseeds. And that's a great place to be. I love being here. It's fun. So I'm going to pull one more card on this, and then, as we've just gone over an hour, I'm going to end it here. So, Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. So the collective is actually rising up at this time. The whole collective. You know, when we all work on our own starseed energy and things we have to heal within ourselves, and then transmute it out and help others heal, it elevates people and planet. And we are energy shifting the planet upwards. Do you notice the star here? You know, you've got the two sides, like I pointed out with my light up there quite some time ago. You've got the two triangles, you've got as above with that triangle, so below. And that triangle, and the Star of David, I believe. 6-pointed star, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's the 6-pointed star, the Star of David, our true north. So we are all elevating collectively at this time. And that's a great place to be. So we can all celebrate knowing that for a moment. And then we've all got to get back to work and carry on helping everybody else heal. So we are in a great place. We really are, as a collective, as starseeds, as we help others ascend, so do we. And we've been helping many ascend for quite some time on this planet. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards on the angelic healing and support for, these are my favourites, by the way. I've had these a very long time. Angelic healing cards. So I'm going to pull some angelic healing cards of the day for our starseeds lightworkers, anyone out there who's helping us help find the truth in our own lives and collectively, and helping others elevate. I'm going to bring in some angelic healing guidance for everybody and see what we get there. I do work a lot with archangels. I do work, get through a lot, like I said, a lot of these really tall white light beings surrounded my bed during my cancer, and they helped to keep me going as I help many others keep going. So we do work with the hierarchy in the angelic realms, but it's bigger than that. It's far bigger than that. Study. So you may choose this time to heal through a new study. For some, it might be angelic Reiki. You know, I'm trying to teach people as many as I can in methods of healing and, you know, transforming regular Reiki into angelic Reiki. And a new area of study might be in the fact you're looking at new holistic practices. And that's a great thing to be. We are backed by the angelic realm. You've got the angels behind in the clouds, in the sky. So collectively, we're all in a phase of new study. So that's what I mean. Taking care of the soul helps everybody. Helps everybody heal. And sometimes restudying and relearning something is a way forward for many. So healing comes in many areas of life, and studying is one of them. And if you study your craft, like I have an entire lifetime, you become a master. And yes, I'm still learning with crystals, but in terms of mediumship, in terms of angelic Reiki healing, and healing within the soul, within my own soul, I've mastered that. It's that famous TV program, say, nailed it. Except, you know, and then you look at the end and it's just one big bald mess. So, but we did nail it. We actually, you know, I've nailed my healing. So it's possible. It's possible for many. For the collective, it's possible for everyone to heal. And I will keep sending out angelic Reiki where I can. For many. Keep using your divine guidance within yourselves too. As I send the Reiki, listen to your own inner guidance. Spiritual growth. So, it's time for spiritual growth. Just because we ascend doesn't mean to say we stop growing and learning. You know, there's no time for the egos of, yay, we ascended. You know, we can party for a night, and, you know, but we still got there more spiritual growth to do for everybody. So at this time, there is a lot of spiritual growth happening around, and to trust in the divine guidance on that. We see an angelic being here with her arms up to the universe, with the blue Reiki energy in her hands, coming out of her hands. See the electric blue energy. And the blue wings, it's the colour of spirituality. So, one more card. Trust in divine timing. There is a divine timing to all of this. Collectively, for healing purposes, you know, Cupid's bow will always fire at the wrong time, but we have to then trust in the divine timing of bringing twin flames together. And the idea is we work together to help as many twin flames come together. And that's where dark magic knows to step in and intervene. So trust the instincts of divine timing. Trust in the divine timing. In terms of your own healing too. Yeah. And one flower card for the day. What are we on? 1809. So I hope this reading has helped. I hope it brings a little more understanding of healing collectively. Kalia Lily. Rejuvenation, reawaken, and then stand stronger. So we are standing up stronger. So those that, oh, by the way, those that want to destroy the ride, and the ride became one of my nicknames, it won't happen. Don't worry, sweetie. We are rejuvenation. We are at the process of rejuvenation. We are reawakening and then standing stronger. So we are doing everything we can to help people on planet at this time. And it will be achieved for many in their own time. There's no time limit on healing. Remember that. But we all work together to help each other, to guide each other, to help each other grow. So I hope that helps for today. Sending much love and light, and thank you.